the new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, in 2 years' time, it will host Super Bowl 52. You get a look inside the impressive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape,
two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the two-time MVP in his 12th year now in the green and gold, Aaron Rodgers.
and a prime candidate to be a 3-time MVP. All he needs is just a little more motivation. Look out for Aaron Rodgers in 2016.
They'll run for the first time with Lacey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
On 2nd down, Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Pulled in at the 24. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner and #1 overall pick from Oklahoma. It's Sam Bradford.
And Sam Bradford, he has touch and accuracy, and he has it in bushels. This guy is amazing. If you watch him throw 7-on-7 or watch him throw routes versus air, the ball hardly ever hits the ground. He's absolutely a receiver's dream when going out for a pass.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Again, it's Lacey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man,
big,
a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either. Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Whoosh. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be...
And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
A 1st down throw for Bradford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I never bet against him.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Play clock winding down. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the 1st quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game. And now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him?
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's Jacob Schum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going.
This is caught inside the 15. They got 29 yards there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now it's a bootleg with Bradford. That is caught inside the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Rhett Ellison, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line, or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. format to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And they got 29 yards there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And he's racking up the yardage. You see the catches. And defensively, what do you do here to stop a guy like this?
You keep trying to change things up because nothing is really working. Whether you have a man on him, two people, you're showing different types of zone defenses combined with man-to-man coverages. Try and change things up and eventually get to the point where maybe you put enough people on him, they won't throw the ball to him anymore.
One receiver left, three to the right. On first and 10, Bradford. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Bradford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on third and 10. On third down, Bradford. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 88 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Forbath to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Off the play fake to Lacey. Here's Rodgers. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Rodgers again here on second. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Play action for Peterson. Now here's Bradford. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Rodgers will try again on second down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers now on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Caught on the right side by Adams. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Kendricks in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a first down following that long gain.
Hey. 4 down.
Rodgers now on first down. Surveying the field. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motive.
And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. Julius Peppers in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Cordero Patterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now Forbath for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Lacey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Green 18.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Vikings are really just doing what they want out there on offense. The Packers defense hasn't been able to get stops, and that inability to get off the field is costing them time and time again. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. 1st and 10, Bradford's deep pass will pay off here, and it ends up working for a touchdown. Vikings strike first in this one. Vikings have it at the 12. Under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. Burnett's in position, and he's the one who comes away with the ball. Vikings have it near the end of one. Pass will be completed over the middle, and that connection will lead to a gain of 29 yards. Later on the drive, Ellison's got nobody around him on the catch, and this play will go for 6. The lead now at 14. 3rd down from the 12. Bradford's got the completion here, and after the long pass, he'll score. Vikings up now by 21. Now midway through the second. Cook's wide open, able to make the grab, and he'll end up at their own 45-yard line before being tackled. Packers would later throw a pick on the drive. Packers line up at the 26. We're going to get a fumble here. Offense out now after the fumble. Patterson's going to corral the deep ball, and it ends up working for a touchdown.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. This fielded at the 2. A beautiful fake. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The QB, Sam Bradford. Let's take a look at him in our player spotlight. And we have seen him to this point with 4 touchdowns. We get a glance at his work. It's been good work.
Oh, it's been excellent work, and it's made so much better by our guys. Look at that montage of great plays that they put together. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, you speak it pretty well, but these guys, the pictures they put up, oh.
Very good, and he's got his team in the lead right now. Peterson alone in the backfield. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. So deja vu all over again. Another good week. And sometimes maybe because the defense doesn't look that bad, maybe this is just good offense beating good defense in his case.
I like that because we always want to point out that there's a breakdown or someone made a mistake or there was an error. Sometimes it's exactly as you described it. Sometimes they just made better plays, and that's what he's been doing for the last 2 weeks. Someone's got to find a way to cover this guy. Otherwise, he may set some records.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to get the ball away from the other team.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
4 down, 4 down. Alert. 319. Right there. 54, right there.
They run it again with Lacey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Say what you want about Eddie Lacy. He is really important to his team, and right now, they're holding him down well below his normal yardage total, and his team's losing the game.
And we talk about it so often, how tough he is to bring down, but they found a way to do it.
Yeah, I think gang tackling, getting a lot of people to him, that's the key to everything. Not many guys can take him down one-on-one consistently. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Here's Jacob Shum now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got time. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Watch 17, watch 17. Single. 319.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They come out here in the eye. Rodgers going to give to Lacey on the draw. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now it's Rodgers finding time. And that is incomplete. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. And it brings up fourth down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken on the 25. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Bradford now from the 50. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught at the 20. Give him 30 yards there. And the numbers, they sort of do the talking. Great game last week. Sharp again here in this one.
Sometimes you set habits with how you play, don't you? I mean, you start to put things together, you string them together, and the confidence continues to rise. And guess what? We're seeing that happen in front of us. Back-to-back weeks of really good play.
And the confidence certainly must be continuing to grow. From the red zone now, Bradford. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone, and in this case, he had.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Still second down.
Second down, Bradford. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for his second sack of the night. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught on the right side by Adams. There he goes, right side. 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey, boys,
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down, here's Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Rodgers to throw on third, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, what a move. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And we put our attention now on the defense for the Packers. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go-around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys on defense. I know. They're taking full credit. Yep, we forced.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Vikings defense getting ready to go. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. To throw, it's Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's caught here by Adams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Rodgers again now. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Complete to Janis. Touchdown, Packers. Jeff Janis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed. That
time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Forbath to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
That was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games. He's got time in the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Jacob Shum now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. To throw, Bradford. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Not only the completion, but that pass also gives him the record for most passing yards in a single game. What a day.
That tells you that the completion percentage is really high. Yards per pass, really high. But what a fantastic day. A brand new record, and we were here to witness it.
Now Forbath for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And brought in by the tight end Cook. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Rodgers again now. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And complete right side to Cook. And he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. So congratulations, my friend, to the Vikings, winners at their first ever regular season game at US Bank Stadium.
How about that? They've been waiting for this for a little while now, because remember, they were displaced in a sense, had to play at the college stadium for a while, but now they have their home back, and boy, is it a beauty.
So for Minnesota, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings are winners in the regular season debut of US Bank Stadium as we say goodnight and so long from Minneapolis.
Come and get